Happy Friday, everyone. Andy and Steve from WagerTalk.com here for the Road to Millions on July 21st. Getting ready for really nice weekend. 5% play. Looks like we're on a good pace to cash that one. We got a lot of good things coming for this weekend. So let's just get right into it. What do we have for today? We're going to talk about last night. We'll go over the Open Championship update. What are we looking for the weekend? And of course, the streak of the day. Steve, much needed win in MLB. We did have to sweat this one, but a win's a win, right?
Yeah, it was a major sweat though. It started off as your classic Hogan Harris JP France pitchers duel, which was very odd. But anyway, yeah, they couldn't touch Harris early on. Tucker had a 2 RBI double. I think it was the sixth inning. Oakland had scored their single run in the first. We had the Astros on the run line, so 2-1, top of the ninth. We need a run to cover this spread. Bregman with the big home run comes through clutch with 1 out. We're down to our last 2 outs of the game to get to cover the 1.5 run line. It was a big victory too because we had lost two in a row, so we didn't want to make it three.
Yeah, so nice to get that win back. So we lost a small women's World Cup play, but the plays that we have for this weekend, we're looking pretty good on that one. So we have the Scotty Scheffler to finish in the top 20. He's in the top 20 right now. He'll tee off this afternoon, so we'll see how that goes. And UFC is looking good. Yeah, everything's good. So I think we got a good weekend here. Just a little reminder, if you haven't seen the original Road to Millions video, Monday, June 26th, it's on the WagerTalk YouTube channel. The Bankroll Builder spreadsheet download is there. So go check that out. And we always want to remember, the goal is to turn $1,000 into $1 million. We look at bankrolls like investment portfolios or retirement accounts. We're investing, not gambling. All we're trying to do is beat this average annual return on a 401k. I think we can do that this weekend. So if that makes you feel any better, what do we have up? We're actually gonna have two baseball plays today. So we just had the one winner yesterday. We're gonna go with two today. UFC plays are up. The lines have moved a little bit, but I think they're pretty stationary right now. And Formula One, we've got a couple Formula One parlays there, but we had a rain out in the first practice, so we'll keep an eye on that. We will have qualifying plays, and then of course we'll have race plays. And because it's Friday, promo code Andy3 gets you 3 days for $39. I went back and looked, plus 6.2 units last weekend. So the weekend pass, if you're just trying to get 3 days in, we'll run it every Friday. It's a really, really good deal. So go ahead and grab that one. Steve, any thoughts on the baseball schedule? Things that you've noticed since coming out of All-Star break, or is it just kind of back to usual the way it was before?
Well, I think that we've been kind of staying away from the props, which has been smart because it's been kind of, we wanted to see a week of action after the All-Star break before we started using player props again. But I think we have the weekend plotted out pretty well. A couple of series that we're going to be riding throughout the weekend, and then we'll maybe start next week doing official plays on some player props again, working with those and mixing those in with our sides and totals.
Yeah, we'll see how it's going. If we're still having success on the money lines, we may just keep with that. But yeah, really excited for the weekend. So it's very rare that we have two series that we're really interested in. Normally, we're just kind of focusing on one. So I think we got some good units coming in off of that. Let's do the streak of the day. This is a guy I don't think we've ever talked about on the show. Bo Bichette, 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. Steve, didn't quite make our card, so it's not an official play, not a part of Road to Millions, but it was very close. What did we see with this one?
Well, he's in a great spot in this Toronto lineup, obviously batting for this category, especially because he's batting behind Springer in front of guys like Vladdy Guerrero. I've been tracking him because he's been hot over the past month. He's went over this total in 14 of his last 21 games. So,
Wow.
2/3 of the time he's going over this number. And he's got the perfect matchup in a sense because it's a vulnerable lefty in Kikuchi on the mound. He's a right-handed hitter, so he should have the advantage. But unfortunately, he's only 1 for 9 against Kikuchi in his career. Struck out a couple times, no extra base hits. So it just falls short of the card. It also has a lot of juice attached to it. I think it's like negative 145 or so right now. So a lot of juice on the over. And but everything else looked good except for his matchup against Kikuchi and the juice, obviously, that's attached to the play.
Is he like the one like good hitter with a bad record against Kikuchi? How's that possible?
Yeah, right. Seriously, I mean, seriously, it's a vulnerable lefty that you think he would be able to tee off against. You know what I mean? And Kikuchi hasn't been very sharp recently either. So
You could say
as
that. You could say that all the time, Steve. So
he's had some flashes, but
low hanging fruit on, on that one. So, yeah. Let's see. A couple of house coming. So, Takedown Live starts around noon tomorrow. It's in card over in England, so noon Eastern time. So make sure you get all your UFC plays in there. And again, make sure you're checking for emails when you get your plays. I'm still not quite sure on the text message service, but I will keep everyone up to date by far. If I see anything, I'll release it on Twitter. So, and believe we are going to start doing Sunday
yes,
Road to
sir.
Millions episodes. It's with football season coming up, it's just too important of a day to not kind of have not address our bankroll and where we sit, kind of in the middle of the weekend. So I think we're going to start doing Sunday Road to Millions plays. I know there's not a ton going on, in Sunday afternoons now, but we want to kind of get in the habit of it so that way when football season rolls around, we know we'll have a really good base for Sunday shows so we can talk about where our bankroll stands going into NFL and what we need to do and maybe, how to protect our profits. So excited about that. All right, guys, that's it. Go ahead, grab our plays at wagertalk.com. Use that promo code Andy3, ANDY3. Get you 3 days for $39 for all the weekend plays. So have a good day. We got a golf play pending, and we got 2 MLB plays that are up. Those will go off later today. Good luck. Let's have a great Friday. We'll see everyone later.
Good luck this weekend.